Yo, hello there, my delicious friends, and welcome back. We have defeated Commander Neil in a wonderful game of Elden Ring, one of the greatest games ever made. I'm absolutely loving it. We are still continuing now, having grinded this boss and not actually gone anywhere, the guided playthrough with my boy Ayatollah on voice.
Hello.
Hey! So it's back to 2 boys, 1 ring. Let's see what victory will bring us after, for I am a excellent memory man now that I'm eating better. I spend my runes that we've earned at the end of the boss. I feel very proud of myself for working it all out on my lonesome. Now, we leveled up our arcane just enough to use for Dragon Great Rot. And now, after kind of doing this glass cannon run for quite a while, live on twitch.tv/Mikeymegamega, thank you for joining me. Click like, click subscribe. We are basically just doing some back to basic stuff, like maybe I need a bit more vigor, maybe I need a bit more endurance. So I'm just going to nudge my vigor again, unless anybody else has got any suggestions. That's you, Nathan.
Respec. But health, yeah.
Respec's coming really soon. I'll respec when I'm really wrecked. Definitely.
Really soon, like 7 episodes ago.
Really soon, 14 hours ago. If I'd respec when he'd told me, we would have finished this game already.
Yeah, we're good. You're having fun.
I'm committed to a dream. The dream will never die. Anyway, I've got my laser beam sword techniques now. I'm a real bad boy. I will give myself... do you know what? No, fuck it. You know what? Okay. I will learn some spells, though. Let me just get back a couple casual spells for running around. Because I limited everything for the sake of an excellent clone, which I ended up not needing. So, this guy's good. This guy is stabby. This is my delayed boy right here. That's a special kind of cream you get inside a condom. And then let's just put on dragon just in case I want it.
Oh my.
Okay. Feeling good. Looking good. Let's go. Yo, so I'm going to continue through here. Let's see what adventure awaits. Hey, Fenrir, Sean, Jem, Ayatollah, Millioness.
Hello.
Hello.
So what were your thoughts with Niall at the end? Like, how would you rate the fight?
I enjoyed it surely by process of slow elimination and actually feeling the effect of changing my tactics and learning the moves. In retrospect, Niall's moveset was incredibly simple. The only intimidating thing was a bit of a delayed window on that lightning drop. We've had tougher bosses. We've had way easier bosses. I was surprised that I'd never heard of him, because when I first came across him, the fact that there's him and 2 ghosts was incredibly intimidating, so I was like, surely this is a boss that people talk about more often. What are your thoughts on him?
He's a cheeky, hidden away boy. A lot of people don't kill him or Millennia, so you don't need to.
Oh, hello. More ghosties with their toasties.
Sorry, yeah. So,
Lord
yeah,
Mikela.
if you play...
Sorry. Forgive me. The sun has not been swallowed. Our prayers were lacking. Your comrade remains soulless. I will never set my eyes upon it now. Your divine Erdtree is the Elden Ring, the absence of the sun. The sun has not set like they had hoped. Who is Michaela's brother-in-arms? Michaela vibes with... Is Michaela the second wife of Radagan?
Michaela's a boy.
Is Michaela the second husband of Radagan?
No.
Erdtree's secret medallion, left hand. Yo. But this person is praying and lamenting to the sky. So is the point of this guy's positioning to indicate the absence of a sun in this quadrant?
Not quite.
But there is an astral phenomenon related to the idea of the ring.
Yeah.
Okay. So backseating's turned on, guys, but no story spoilers. I'm trying to see if I can... Ayatollah has kindly explained a lot of the lore to me. And basically, I'm trying to see if I can ever work it out. So he'll tell me if I'm wrong, but he otherwise isn't really inputting more than particular storylines about characters and stuff. I'm still trying to work out the wider world on my own. But we will obviously crack and ask him eventually. This is where we all were earlier. This map is beautiful. And you were about to start talking before I interrupted you.
Yeah, sorry, you asked me about Command and Isle, and I delayed my response. I didn't know you were reading, sorry. Yeah, his fight was fun. If you play a dragon build, he's really easy. Because the breath just takes them all out, like the adds out instantly. And he gets died to hell, and you just smack him. But, yeah, fun. Good times.
I mean,
he gets prosthetic leg to put on your arm. That's funny.
I did. I mean, I haven't, but I can. Let's have a look. So, like, the thing is, like, the reason why I wasn't using that dragon breath is because, as you know, I'm eventually going to have to do a hitless, which I'm sure you're going to really enjoy. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Ooh, oh, are you? Oh, nice. I'll be down for that.
Well, it's blindfold hitless, so it's going to be mostly you. I'm just going to be a conduit.
The whole game?
Yeah, well, you keep talking about how you're playing with the piano. I'm like, well, play with your boy, but, like, not that way.
Yeah, no, I'm down. That's going to take a while. I'm down. It's doable. It's doable.
Let's try. Well, we'll start off by, can you just beat the game? Blindfolded and guided, and then we'll work up from there to hitless.
Absolutely, yeah, we can do
that. So let's grab here. I talk about hitless runs whenever you can tell if I've been hanging out in a Vixit stream, because she's obviously a hardcore hitless DS free runner and shit like that. She's never left the Dark Souls franchise for any other video game in her entire streaming career. And she works on other video games. Like, she's been a dev on God of War Ragnarok. Does she play God of War Ragnarok? No, Dark Souls hitless.
Have you seen the, I can't remember the names of them. I think, like, the God runs. It's where you play every FromSoft game in release order, hitless, start to finish. And if you get hit in like, Elden Ring, which is the last one, you have to restart back at Demon Souls.
Good lord. Yeah. What does this do? Slashing Pierce. Oh, this was the electric foot. Does this have an electric ability? Oh, it's got some kind of wind action. I wonder if that's a stun. Well, it's very pretty. I'll put it away for now. How's my load? Heavy. Yeah, let me drop that off real quick. Okay, so I've received the left hand of the medallion up here. There's no more going forward. This is the castle at the end of time. So shall I find myself getting back down into the valley part of this crossing and heading in a different direction up the river?
We're going somewhere else entirely. So you need to go back to the Grand Lift of Rold.
Ooh. Oh, that's Dectus.
No, you were just past it. It's like the start of the snow area.
Ah. Oh, wow. How did I manage to not have a memory of that? Cheers for shouting out Vixit, by the way. E. Oh no, I remember taking a moment to just soak in how beautiful all of this is. Good God.
So go and use the lift?
Absolutely. Just having a really quick look at... Is that... What's down here? Oh, it's just ethereal energy. There's that crone. Lovely lass.
Top bird. Love it.
Top bird, top bird. Humans are very weird creatures. Hitless, I think. Yeah, I like that we find passion in these sorts of things. I mean, Victor is a wonderful person. She'll be the first to say it, but I think she's got a very particular brain. So I think she responds very well to that sort of stuff. Like a very familiar setting that you just grind. If you drink too much, your memory's gone. Oh, Official King William, I barely drink at all, do I, man? I'm a social drinker, and I don't have a social life. I had my first drink of rum at Christmas with you. Was it New Year's? I can't remember. Anyway, it's my first drink in years. But I will be drinking more, because I've got some coconut juice with pineapple.
Oh, the premix pineapple coconut, that slaps.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
Yeah, much smoother. It's not sharp. You weren't supposed to use the lift.
My apologies.
It's all good.
Just a slut for a cutscene.
Oh, you were, but if you notice when you went to it said actions, you could press triangle or switch action. If you switch action, you can use the medallion you just created.
Oh. Different item, different results. These statues have glowing red eyes.
Official King Willy, I said go to the lift. I didn't say use the lift. Don't shout at me.
Thank you, Official King Willy, but unfortunately, like, I don't want to discourage you from having my back, King Willy, but unfortunately, these are the kind of nuances I have to learn to be aware of. There is a statue of someone holding another character up there. Is that statue representing some of the big players in the lore? Is that someone holding the body of Michaela, following the failure of the ritual?
Can't see who it is, sorry.
I don't know if I have a zoomed in button anymore.
Probably not.
Just above my head?
Oh. No, I think that's oh, what are they called? Jeez. Like heroes' graves. There's like dungeons spotted around everywhere.
Okay. I have to go back down before it will allow me to do that. Sorry. Let's just drop back down. Let's cut this scene now.
Yeah, you might as well just grace it. Or, yeah.
Oh, your brother's home. Yo, Spirit. Oh, yeah. Hope you have a lovely afternoon. Official King Willy. You can take that up with me, not with him, mate. My mods are under instructions to not tolerate anything, even if it's like vaguely fine, vaguely not fine. Like, my instructions to them are just like, just play it safe, get rid of them, let me worry about it later. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, Official King Willy. That's the way I have them run it. Although, in my defense, King Willy, I still said I was going to have a look at the footage before I did anything, and you were... before I'd even had a chance to do that. I'll buy you a drink, Mikey, but I don't lash, don't lash out. Good, I'm glad to hear it. There's nothing more suspicious than somebody telling me they're angry at me and then buying me a drink, because I'm just like, would you like to sip some of this first, buddy? Especially when someone walks over and they're like stirring it furiously. Anyway, enough about my nights out. Okay, let's activate this again. Look at your comments of episode 32. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Switch. Hoist the secret medallion.
Ooh.
Oh, we're gonna go down instead of up.
Keep an eye out.
Those are the red eyes that I was talking about. Now they're green. Different energies, different magics? And did the person that built all of this build in the secret part, or is somebody undermining someone else's power by building their secret part within it? Like when S.H.I.E.L.D. is infiltrated by Hydra. Oh, I've still gone up, but I've gone up and elsewhere.
Okay, so like physically, I don't know how this works, but it does.
Maybe I'm just halfway up in the mountain?
No, check your map.
The Grand Lift of Rold. Versus, yeah.
So you're like...
I'm in the same place, right?
Actually, I suppose you went like halfway, but when you, I don't know, it feels like it's like you take each other on the place.
Oh, okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm excited to see. Take a sip. I shall. One sec. Wait a minute. Different hose, same area codes though. It's like a Dark Souls 2 elevator. Oh, it's Dark Souls 2. It's the map, not how to put it. It's the map and areas not mapped physically legitimately like it is in Dark Souls 1. Hidden path to the Erdtree. The Erdtree. So there's an Erdtree and there's a hidden Erdtree?
Yes.
Oh my god. And the Erdtrees being such a core power to the universe that this is set in, are we entering again the equivalent of Dark Souls 1, Primordial Snake wants you to do A versus Primordial Snakes worship you if you do B kind of thing? Like two core energies? The anti-tree.
We'll see. Tell you later.
Oh! DS2 scuffed. It's not even a little. Oh, okay. Man, no one likes DS2. We'll be playing that soonish. Vaguely. This year. But much, much later this year. The Beast Eye Quivers. Is that a location or something that's happening right now?
So, do you remember meeting the Beast Cleric in Caelid?
Caelid.
Big
yeah,
boy.
Big red area. Not necessarily. But I remember Caelid.
Like, big hooded guy, and he gives you a quivering beast eye, and it's to sense death, and it's for Dee's questline. You need to do it.
Oh shit. So I can now sense death. So that is very legitimately the Erdtree is related to the recycling of life. And the death seal was stolen, empowering the anti-Erdtree cult, the death tree. What was this called again? The Halig tree. Is Halig like an old school English term for something involving death?
Halig means, or Halig, holy, sacred, healthy, and sound.
Oh! Because the Erdtree is the eternal life in the bad way, the endless rot. That combined with the lack of death seal is the imbalance. So, despite being creepy and underground, these people are worshipping the nearest thing to actually a healthy cycle of life and death? Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, sorry. Fuck, that dude came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was thinking about warning you. Nah.
Oh, good. Of course I'm out of the
experience it.
Yeah. So, this is one of those horrible octoboys, but I noticed he's been de-limbed. Fascinating. Oh, I might want to see if I can upgrade this sword, actually, if I'm going to be relying on that laser beam a lot. It's been a while since we've been to a round table, since I last got accosted. I have a warming stone. I wish I had the intelligence to piece all this together like you have. Like, and I'm not knocking myself for the sake of it, but I have kind of noticed that, especially with Game of Thrones, whenever you read a book that has an element of the unreliable narrator, you're supposed to kind of take that into account and kind of, you know, get a feel for yourself how you feel things went if it wasn't from the point of view of somebody who's trying to tell you a story where they look good, or if you're reading a book and you know something about the wider world and the character doesn't know that, so you have to take that their interpretation might be skewed, and you have to use that extra knowledge that you've gotten from another chapter to influence how you interpret that chapter. I am utterly incapable of doing that. If you give me a book to read, everything I read is a fact, and then afterwards I try to chew over why some of the bits don't quite fit together.
I'm terrible for like things that hint at stuff and then it's a big connection. I'm awful at it. I only know about this, so it's nothing to do with intellect, but it's just because I wanted to know, and I just read and watched so many Elden Ring Explained videos, you know, and just read all the items and stuff. I'm terrible at it. I'm so bad. Like Game of Thrones, I've watched all of it. I probably don't understand 40% of it, just because it's always like hidden references and things. I haven't got a clue.
It's like, it's a real bugger with the books, because in the stuff involving Dani in the book, she's still in Marine, so she's still Far East, and the whole, basically, like, all the characters that you like and trust in that story arc basically have worked out that something is A, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use all of the previous book's experience with Dani and the way that the other book has bad guys do plots, and the rhythm that those plots follow always involves scapegoats and stuff. You're supposed to use that knowledge to realize that all the main characters in this particular book are misinterpreting a situation, and that the entire story arc is a horrible shame and a loss of faith of value, the value that was actually genuinely working, but they're all coerced into thinking it wasn't. And I got none of that. I got none of that until someone on YouTube told me about it, and then I was like, oh fuck, that does make sense. And it was just like, right, okay, well, like, well, obviously none of this made it into the TV show, because this is obviously part of Dani's loss of faith in her kind of moral dream. But it's told from the point of view of someone who doesn't realize that everything is not the way it is, and it's told from the point of view of 3 different characters who all get it wrong. And it's like, well, how do you expect me to be the 4th person to actually get it right when there's 3 different story arcs explaining the same series of events, all getting it wrong equally together? I'm just going to think that that's correct. Why would she lie? Why would she lie?
Yeah. Well, as a reader, me as a reader, take everything at face value. So it's, this person has done this and done that. I'm like, okay, that's in my head now. And then later on, it's like, but actually, no. It's like, oh, okay.
Fine, all right, I'm wrong. Thank you.
Yeah. Can't stand it. I think that's probably why we look at things differently. I've noticed where, you know, when we watch films or we talk about whatever media we've watched, even Hunter x Hunter, you for Hunter x Hunter was that emotional impact of Hisoka and Gon, the first fight they had, and I was, for me, it was just like, that was a shit fight. I want a better fight. Like, I didn't have that impact. I knew it was there, but that's not what I was looking for. Did you not sit at the Grace?
I activated it, but I didn't sit down. I didn't. Was that the crux of what I'd missed? The sitting.
Sorry.
Ah.
Oh, no. Just bomb it. Just run to it.
Yeah. No, I literally thought, oh, that's good enough. I've clicked on it. My bad. How many Oh, 39k. Probably worth holding on to them. I could probably crack a bauble, but we'll do it later. Oh, it's gotten very misty. You're doing a very handsome job. Oh, Ayatollah, yeah. He's good at nudging and not overpowering. To be fair, Mikey did say Ayatollah is here to explain little lore bits and help me understand. Indeed. Official King Willie's getting some food. Let me know when you're back. Farscape tastes great. I love this brand. Can you... Look, I don't have, like, a deep problem with it, King Willie. It's just that I didn't have the emotional energy the other night to even begin a conversation about that show, because my memory of that show is so fleeting. But I did watch it for at least 3 seasons, and then I stopped watching it, came back a season later, and everything was different. Most of the characters were different. There was a second evil Farscape ship run by another dude, and I was just like, what is this? I was like, where are the puppets that I remember? Where's the old puppet with the big eyebrows, the little Fur-Fear Hawat puppet? There's some, like, weird skinny blue bitch, and she's like, ooh, shift the center of your gravity, and you can walk up walls. I was like, who the fuck's this slut? I was a chauvinist back then. I didn't value women. I'm kidding. But like, I can't get my head around Farscape. But I remember just being, like, really following along, and in the end... Isn't there even an episode where he's returned to Earth? And he's back on Earth at the Air Academy or something. And I'm just like, why is the show still going? The whole point was to get home. Like, it's the end of Buck Rogers. Do you know what I mean? He did it. Yeah, anyway. So we are... Oh, sneaking my sweet self into some unbidden territory. Let's go get the dog out.
This is hard to guide, but run, like, north, slightly northeast-ish. There are some, like, glowing stones on the floor, which you're supposed to follow. You just try and follow those as best you can.
Awesome. This is a bit reminiscent of DS1.
I was thinking Silent Hill.
Did we have to do this in a cave where I was following some glowing baubles for a bit? By the way, how many things do I need? One sec. I'm 20k short. I think I smashed all of my things in my inventory. But let's just have a really quick look. Ooh. 1 golden rune. 3 golden runes at 6. These might turn into enough, but I'm not confident enough yet to start smashing them.
Still what the boss wants to check out, if you want the weapons.
Sorry, which boss hunt?
You still got 3 boss souls to trade in for weapons or use.
Oh God, I forgot about those. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll hit some round table-y. Well, I'm at a grace point right now. I might just go back and sit down and actually go to the round table. Should we do that real quick? That feels like a safe space to crack my runes anyway. I didn't need to do that, did I? Because I can fast travel, but I'm a stickler. Still recovering from Whiskey Jack. Who's Whiskey Jack? Oh, God, Steedat. I'm so sorry, Steedat. I'm not used to people who are not Fenrir talking to me about Malazan. Are you reading Malazan Book of the Fallen at the moment, Steedat? Oh, wow, I've set Fenrir off in chat. How dare you? Bozile. How you doing, Bozile? Happy Sunday, dude. Welcome on in. 99, y'all. Vivacious Alice, you gorgeous thing. Look after yourself. Thank you very much for hanging out. Alice, I hope you have a lovely rest, and I hope tomorrow goes a little bit more smoothly. Who's Whiskey? No, Fenrir. I was trying to think of a character called Whiskey Jack in Farscape for a split second. That's it. I'm loving it, but I'm struggling to understand everything. Steve, you think that's bad? Try reading them out of order without realising. Book 1, then book 4, then book 5, and then realise that something's wrong, and then read book 3, because you still think book 1 is split into 2 parts, then book 2, book 7. Hey, honestly, don't. Anyway. Oh, you've got a new chair and a bonky. I'm not familiar with bonkies, man. Is that like a donkey that you Anyway, don't worry about it. New chair. What brand? Don't say Omega. If you read the series, you notice a ton of things that are all interconnected that you missed the first time round. Yeah, no, hey, Steedat, you are always welcome to talk to me about Malazan, Vicar of the Fallen, dude, for reals. So, sorry, dude. Let's just have a quick look around here. I noticed that it's a bit more empty than before. Obviously, I have killed someone, but I'm noticing that some chairs are broken, and the vibes in here are a little bit different. Let me just talk to some NPCs.
Ah, hello there. What can I do for you?
He's still cool. Now, this lady in here that gave me the STD was the one who was working with the very skeletal remains guardian guy who wanted the thing. Does she say anything different?
I am pleased to see you again.
No, she's playing it cool.
Would you like me to hold you?
No, she
once
wasn't.
more?
What?
Oh, wasn't she? Oh, I thought you said that this lady and the skeleton guy that I fought and killed in here were after the item that I had.
No. The skeleton guy was after it because he wanted to get to the Erdtree. I mentioned Fia is a deathbed companion, and if you follow her quest, she wants to revive Godwin the Golden, the other son that was murdered at this cutscene at the start.
Yeah, the one with the big axe that we killed. Oh no, the one who's covered in gold in the thing that's not even in the game. Yeah.
If you clip the camera through her hip area, you can see her panties. Just letting you know.
Let's not say we did, but thank you very much. Thank you. That's for later. I'll leave Discord open after stream and we'll come back here.
Yeah. Private session that one.
Yo. Where have you been hiding?
Data miners tried to find it and they found it and they were like, "Oh, she's wearing it." So I was like, "Oh, I'll go have a look." And I was like, "Oh, she is," because then people wanted it in the game and you can't get it.
Yo. Strength and armament. Now, firstly, can I strengthen my magic staff? I know that we've got that other really cool staff. By the way, there is a better laser beam glintstone magic attack. Is that particular magic attack linked specifically to the other more powerful staff? Because if it's not, I'm just going to keep buffing this bad boy for now.
Not exactly. I can explain it to you. Do you want the magics? Because we'll have to take a detour, go questing.
No, I'm not desperate for it. Not if it doesn't
Fine.
take us to an interesting boss or something. So,
No, it's just, it takes a bit.
I'm just going to squeeze up this guy then.
Yeah.
We've gone so deep.
No, the staffs don't, but the armor does. But you don't have it, so...
Okay, my Sword of Night and Flame is a little bit more powerful than ever before. Can I buff up my clone Ash with the lovely, what's her name?
Greetings.
Hey.
Are you here for spirit tuning?
The Northerner.
Yeah, Northerner. No, she's lovely, she's lovely. Despite her disability. So, yes.
Despite her unfortunate birthplace.
Right, I need Mimic Tier Ash 5. I haven't got anything. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait, I've got more dialogue.
Are you here for spirit
There's
tuning?
something you should know. Have I not already said this? What's this?
I can hear it from across the wing, past the round
I'm
table.
pregnant.
Oh.
The blacksmith.
Howling and wailing of spirits in
That's
fear
not.
of the curse.
She's got a little seashell
Even
baby
hear the
inside of her.
repulsive, twisted malice in itself. You should keep
It's
your
the
distance.
the what's
I
it
know
lord,
you're strong, but please.
the hanged man, Dung Eater. Sorry.
Oh, God. Oh.
No,
Oh,
no, it's not his kid. It's not his kid. It's not his kid. I'm just saying that she's complaining about the Dung Eater. No. Her and my boy are tight. No. They'd never. They're a lovely couple. I just wanna. Is there, like, is this area messier than it was before? Like, I feel like they've just made a few visual changes, or I'm confabulating. But I do feel like the nature of this place is like. Do you know how, like, there's something kind of creepy about when you're in a game or you watch a film where there's like an NPC or another character, right, and they're kind of chill doing their thing, and then you come across something creepy in the same house, but for some reason the NPCs don't ever mention it and they're oblivious to it, and it's like it kind of messes up your feeling of security because you're just like, am I the only one that's like perceiving or having to deal with the fact that something weird or wrong is happening?
Yeah. No, I love that in here because I don't know, the way the narrative explains the round table hold to you, it's supposed to be your safe place. While you're here, you don't feel safe at all.
Yeah, mate, that's exactly what's going on.
Like, you've already been attacked twice, and people are doing their own thing. It's so.
So the fingers that were controlling my babe were slain. So what's happened to my relationship with these fingers? Can I just have a quick word?
You have returned.
Cyber Wolfie.
What is it?
He said the word. Yeah, don't even bother starting Malazan Book. So I talk about this a lot, guys, but just to clarify, don't even bother starting Malazan Book of the Fallen unless you've watched all of Farscape. It's necessary, otherwise the books won't make sense. Rosie, I hope you're well. King Willie, did I miss anything? It happened last night. Fake Earth. Oh, it was a fake Earth created by a new alien species to find out if humans would be able to accept alien races. Oh my god, what? I had no idea. That's like that episode of Voyager when they're on the other side of the universe, but it's still just galaxy, but they're still just like, this episode's set on Earth. They just made one. They made another Earth. Don't worry about it. It's cheap to film. The sweet memory of getting the clap and running halfway across the land before realizing you had it. Sure, and I had to make so many phone calls after that. It was so embarrassing. Dr. Soul, how you doing? Welcome back in. Let's go together. Now, how to burn thorns.
You must find kindling. Only the smoldering flame in the great forge of the giants on the highest peak in the lands between can burn the Erdtree.
Oh.
But special kindling is required to reignite the flame. For the flame to burn the Erdtree, a sacrifice is needed of one who envisions the flame and can lead you to the rune of death.
Oh, we're gonna go get the rune. The Elden Ring and or the Rune of Death is a rune of such power, it's not something you hold in your hands. It's something that is manifested in, that's the astral body shit. No, surely. Like, you can't just pick up the Rune of Death. Like, it is an eclipse. But, you know, your ownership of it is more of just an empowerment of its being. You meant that, Mikey. It's not just the dung eater that can get it, right? Man. Dung's soft. You can put anything in it. So, receive the equipment of champions. I can now get Radan's armor. I can get a veteran's helm. I've got the Queen's robes from the Magic Lady. A Fell Omen cloak. I'm assuming that's Godric and or Godfrey. Queen's leggings. This isn't better than anything. I mean, these are all visually lovely. Kind of interested in that spear, but it's a bit late in the day. What about the armor? Veteran's armor does 18 physical. But Radan's line armor is a little bit lighter. I might buy that later just because I want to see it. But for now, we're cool. Receive power. Okay, so what are we talking about? We've got the natural born creature. Take the power of its namesake via the finger reader. And I can receive Bastard Stars, which is it's a flail weapon made of similar baubles. Where's the knowledge? A flail which deals magical damage, having been imbued with power by the remembrance of Astel, formed of the same many-coloured star debris. Oh, that's what it was. It was star debris. It was cosmic stuff that comprised the form of the natural born of the void. Comes with the nebula skill. Imbue the natural born stars with magic to perform a sweeping strike. This attack leaves a dark cloud of stars in its wake, but lingers briefly before exploding. Ooh, defensive magic sweep. Or a new Ash of War called Waves of Darkness. This Ash of War grants an armament of a magic affinity and a following skill. Plunge an armament into the ground to release 3 waves of darkness. Oh, that's the attack that the creature was doing. Following up with a strong attack to swing into a sweeping strike. Oh, yo, I'm kind of more interested in the waves of darkness than I am the bastard stars. Do you guys have any preference over which one's going to be more effective? They both sound really intriguing. Any thoughts?
Neither. Use it for the souls.
Oh. So what, just get it and sell it?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, don't even sell it. Just use the soul. Like, don't spend it.
I forget what using the soul means.
Like, go into your inventory and, like, pop it like you do the others, like the baubles.
Now go forth. Let the word.
Oh, in that case, let me read the others as well. Am I going to do that with all of them? Okay, in that case,
You have returned.
No, Rykard's. Have a look. There's a very good sword. Might take fancy.
the Blasphemous, I'll pop him as well. But he would have given me, ooh, the gooey Blasphemous Blade. Ooh, covered in the red weed. The Sacred Sword of Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy, remains of the countless heroes he's devoured writhe upon the surface of the blade. The idea that a bit of you gets chunked and sheared off, but by the nature of Rykard himself and his evil blood, that piece of you stays alive on the blade is quite a visual thing. That's fantastic. Now they share the same blood and bond together as a family. Oh, you get HP when you defeat enemies. And there's a fire attack versus really big flaming fire skull. These are kind of cool, man. I don't know. I'm going to hold on to these for a minute. I might not pop these just yet. I'm so sorry.
I'd use Rykard's. I'd pop the Astel. That's crap, but
okay,
the Blasphemous Blade's insane. Like,
oh, it is. Okay, Astel's going to get popped. Star Scourge Radan has that really big sword, so I will go for this. Curved Great Sword of a black-wielded general. I can actually swing it. Okay, let's grab this then. And then I'll pop Astel.
Now go forth. Let the work.
Now. Remembrance of the Natural Born. This is it, right? Press it. And use it.
The Great Sword from Radan is a dual weapon, so if you only buy one, equip it in your main, and then if you action to dual wield it, you'll create a copy. You get two.
Oh. What am I lacking? I'm lacking FP?
Strength, probably.
Oh yeah, strength 38 required. Oh, it didn't say that a minute ago when I was looking at the stats.
Chunk.
I kind of assumed that when you look at the stats, it would have warned me then. But maybe I've just made that up. Okay, and then let's have a look at the other sword then. The Blood Snake Sword. Blasphemous Blade.
Now go forth. Let the.
I just like them to have them. Oh, it's smaller than I thought. Sorry. Still a bit heavy. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, great. Still though, I will crack the rest of my orbs.
Let's go. So yeah, Rykard's sword heals you on hit, but his ability on the sword shoots like a wide, how do I do it? Like ground strike that travels along the floor in front of you for quite a while. So if you've got a lot of enemies in front of you, pop it. You basically just heal to full health. It's wild.
Très convenient. Okay. Right, let me solve these boys.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, I think I can do another level up. Sweet. Yes. Let's vigorously get to 20, or it was strength 24 to double wield those bad boys. Let's just notch a cheeky boy
34.
on 34. Okay, vigor it is. Vigor it is. Man, I love that vigor.
You still use strength for this build? What are you doing?
He's been telling me to up my strength all game. He's finally moved over to helping me with my glintstone build, and I'm not going to stack strength against his advice. Let's fucking
got, like,
go.
Star health. It's crazy how you've got this far.
Sorry. See, you just have to believe, man. I'm here on a wing and a prayer, but we have made it this deep with my awful build, and I'm happy. I'm happy with who I am.
Real different things.
Let's go back to where I just was then, the consecrated snowfield. Thanks for your
Like
patience.
you see, like the slight path on the map. You'll be alright.
Dr. Soul. Yeah. So I'm gonna once I'm strong enough, if I reach that point, I'll be able to swing both hands. Let's have a quick look at this.
What are you wearing?
A magma blade beam. Oh, I'm just wearing something light. This sword's a bit heavy for my vibe.
Mother's finest.
Yeah, do you know what? It's snow camouflage.
With the Burger King Double Deluxe Whopper helmet.
I'm just getting ready for Metal Gear Solid. Ooh. The light doth take me thus. Oh, hey! Well. Let's try my luck with a little bit of this, shall we? Oh, they are a tiny bit stronger. But if I lure just one of them away, we'll get that old action going. That's not a bad amount of health to get back either. Like, you're right, that's not a huge amount of people to kill to bring up your bar. Especially when your life bar is as small as mine. Quite efficient, if anything. Alright, these arseholes are going to be quicker kills. Oh, Jesus! Oh, rabid dogged! Sneaky boys. Yeah, bear with. I just want to have a little lure on these guys and check out what's on that trunk. Hey, Arcane, how you doing, man? I'm in my 80s. I just haven't necessarily assigned everything amazingly. I am level 104. Wow, look at me, level 104. 53 intelligence, 24 faith, 14 arcane, just so that I can use some really cool stuff. Glass cannoning. A glass. Who was it? Who said it the other day? I see the glass, but I'm yet to see the cannon. I'm a glass cannon without much cannon. But other than that, we're doing really well. '80s. Let's see your specs. Oh, there's a snail over there. Yeah, I'm a bigger level, much bigger level than I thought I was. Oh, that was unfortunate. Oh, no, no, no! Ah, just a little bit tight. Okay, as much as I love that sword, I'm not in love with its pace. But that's on me, don't worry. Is it too much to hope Mikey beat Renalia? I did
Already have.
beat Renalia. The one up in the academy, right? I smashed her. I did that myself. Well, I did it all myself, but like I think I did it without too much guidance. Talk about a glass jaw. Mikey's got a glass character. Hey! Wait, are you talking about me as a person or in game? I get you offended over here. Okay, I'm not 100% sure I've nailed my game plan. Yeah, one sec.
I don't remember saying fight people, but
Oh, it's because I'm so sorry. I was interested in
dying.
no, in
the caravan.
yeah. Sorry. Oh, do you know what? I'm not that interested in the caravan. It's fine, it's fine. I'll go past it.
Nothing good.
There's just that part of me that knows that, like, if we go only where we need to go through here, the chance of me coming back to this area in another playthrough in the future is, like, very, very far away.
Yeah.
It's like when you're on a train, but you're on holiday in a new area, and the train's getting you where you need to go, but sometimes you don't want to fall asleep straight away because there's, like, loads of cool stuff to look at out the window. Delicious, delicious regret. Mm-hmm. Big spoonfuls. Alright, this time I shall continue. Follow the lights. Stick to the dream.
I get what you mean, but we've already skipped so much. Just do this anyway.
If you're worried about missing that, mate, it's nothing compared to the amazing in-game things you've missed already. Oh, thanks. That makes me feel better.
No, I've led you to the good stuff. I haven't made you skip anything bad.
Okay.
I've always asked if you wanted to experience something. It's your decision.
Okay, thank you.
Tell me I'm wrong. Go on.
well, I don't know, do I? That's the point. I will never know if you're wrong. I have to take your word for it.
No, I've always been like, oh, Mikey, do you want to do this? And you're like, yeah, go on. And we do it. And I'm like, Mikey, do you want to do this? And you're like, nah.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Crack on.
Ooh. Oh, it's one of those whisperers. Only a little further now. Show me the path, O gentle lights, the path to Ethaliel. Not sure if I read that correctly. Ooh, false light. Cheeky. They lead you astray, the deadlights. It's like Stephen King.
Do you know what Elfail is?
I'm assuming it's a word that's not too dissimilar from Raphael, which means it's a Hebrew word. So I'm assuming it has religious portent. Something to do with, like, light, life, flame, love, something.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
Okay,
What is it?
Erdtree.
It's Erdtree stuff. Bang.
Yeah.
I just vaguely remember that most of the old school names, if they end in L, are Hebrew names. And it usually means that it involves the word God.
Yeah.
Because remember, there's two ways to write God, right? There's Yahweh, and then there's El, and El is the common. and Yahweh's when you're going deep on that Hebrew lore.
Where are you going? You'll eventually hit a point to where there's no snow, as you can see. I think the map's on the left on your path. Be very handy to get that. Can just see it in the clouds.
I've not naturally descended. I think I'm still on a ridge where I probably just need to go down one. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, definitely grab the map. I used to tell you to go somewhere specific. I can't in the fog.
Ooh. How are you with like if you're driving around in a car and you've got 0 visibility and you're out in the open, like does that ever freak you out?
No.
On a really foggy morning? Like, you know that there's no obstacles nearby, you're safe to drive, but like you literally can't see like a few feet beyond your headlights.
Depends on the speed, I guess. I don't drive, so if
you're also late for work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Oh, good. Concise. Where's Wolfie boys? A new map has been found.
I'll the fuck you up.
Enjoy your luck.
Sorry. Can you see... Oh god, how to explain this? Literally the middle. Like if you... This new area to where that dark wall is. The middle top. Can you see those buildings?
Yep.
I'm waiting for your stream. Oh, there we go. Yeah, head there. There's a puzzle to complete there. You can figure it out. And
Sweet.
then onward.
I like puzzles. Oh, it's beautiful and glowing. This feels a bit like that place I got teleported to really early game. This is the kind of place where Glintstone Ghost Boys turn up. Or
There is a grace here. Please grab it.
Place of liturgy.
You gotta go round, like, there is a front entrance to it.
Ayatollah's royalty, he doesn't need to drive. Yeah.
I have drivers.
He's never seen a car from the front seat in his life.
Yeah, I did mechanics.
Arcane, I should enjoy the scenery. Thank you, Arcane. I'm here to enjoy myself. Evil ghost dog. Passive. Fascinating. What are you saying? Oh, he's not oh, this is a place of the dead. Right now, there's a load of ghosts which aren't attacking me. Why do I get the feeling that if I complete a puzzle around here, I'm going to somehow make them buffed, materialized, and angry? Very pretty. What's that? Is that a dude? Oh, it's a stone sword place. We'll leave it for now.
You have to activate it.
Oh, I do.
E.
Light the 4 fingers in the Evergal. Ah. Ooh. I have a flame sword. You're going to the meme lady. Narrator, don't say it like that. Wait, I'm in the same place, but dark. This time the Evergal is all around us. Ooh. Light the 4 fingers. Can't get the dog out. Ah! Jesus Christ! Ah, fuck, I nearly had a heart attack. That hurt my chest. Fuck, that one hurt. That one hurt. I'm in my late 30s, man. I'm not allowed to do stuff like that. Heart attacks are the biggest killers of men my age. Jesus. Alright.
Those invisible boys, by the way.
No, it's good. Okay, let's go around and... Oh, at least I can still fetch my life from here. That's interesting. Well, let me have a sip of...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, let me have a sip of tea. I'll have a bit more of a look. But I'll have a look in a sip. But let me just... I feel I need to wet myself.
No, please, yeah. Have a look everywhere and try and find them, but I can give you a look.
Lizard. Hey, Lizzie. Lizard. Lizard, how goeth your day? Nice to see you, mate. The man got shanked, mate. I got shanked so hard. Wait, is that the clip from right now? Oh, God. One sec. Light for 4 fingers. Can't get the dog out. Ah! Jesus Christ! Yeah, thank you everyone. Thanks for joining me. Pop back over. She was screaming. Lady Zamos, hiya. Lady Zamos, I'm so sorry. We were chatting and playing the game and stuff. I feel like I missed something that you said in chat. Did you say that you didn't hang out yesterday because you were asleep all day or something? How are you feeling, lady? Zoned out. Zoned out and zoned back in. Mikey, it was my birthday. What? I had no idea. Hey, oh wait, actually, maybe you actually just enjoyed your birthday offline like a normal human being. Were you live? Oh, dude, Lizard, I'm so sorry. I completely missed it. What was I doing yesterday? Oh, dude, I was doing an art stream. I had to get loads of drawing done. Lizard! La 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 la. Where's that? La. Happy birthday to you, Lizard Tree Wizard. Happy birthday. It was recently your birthday to you, Lizard Tree Wizard. Happy birthday. Sometimes when I defeat enemies in this game, they're disgusting and poor gizzards. But that's nothing for the pleasure I have for getting a health check from my new internet friend, Lizard Tree Wizard. Running around this game might be disorientating because there's a blizzard. But again, I always know the safe path because there's a shining light and her name is Lizard. Happy birthday to you, Lizard Tree Wizard. Happy birthday. Ha 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 ha. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Mwah. Lizard, wonderful Lizzie, you are a ledge. And I haven't met a single person that hasn't had nothing but wonderful things to say about you and your vibe. Happy birthday. Inching closer to 30. Wow, you're inching closer to 30, mate. I'm inching my way out the other side. I hope you look after the 30s for me. I'll have to leave it in your hands. Ah, wow. Anyway, I did say that, said Lady Zamos. I'm better today, thankfully. But I've got a cluster headache. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. So I get them for days or weeks. Oh, Jesus, Lady Zamos. Bless your sweet heart. Oh, God, I feel bad for screaming and stuff. Not that I've ever screamed. On stream. Anyway, everybody say happy birthday to Lizard. What a fucking lad. That was a gift for all of us. Guys, go follow Lizard the Tree Wizard, and you can wish her a happy birthday in her stream. But make sure you are following her. Wonderful lady. Light before fingers.
Might be worth
Let me just get my stuff cracked.
equipping some armor and health medallion and things. You can usually survive one of their stabs. I mean, like,
if you were playing, yeah, if you were doing any other build, Mikey, if you'd listened to anyone's advice, you'd probably survive. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you, but I don't fear you. This is a scorpion stinger. What does this do? This is pretty. Ooh, oh, these are like the... Wait a minute. This is like the... It's ever so slightly reminiscent of the DLC from Dark Souls 1. One sec. I can double dagger. Oh! Ooh, I've got a crystal and a scorpion. Okay. Light the flames. Now, I'm assuming that this door is the end result that opens after completing said task. Invigorating meats. Wow. I love meeting people. I like to imagine that you were deep into Ayatollah's ear holes was playing that. Oh god, yeah. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh no, Nathan, I'm so sorry. You are listening in, probably with headphones. I do apologise. Didn't occur to me to give you a warning. Actually, excuse me, you don't earn one. You don't deserve one after that. No, no, no. I take that apology.
After what?
It was a fucking heart attack you just gave me a minute ago.
I didn't give you shit. That was the game. What?
Excuse me, Asimov's third law of robotics. I shall not, by action or inaction, allow another human being to come to harm. You
I'm
passively,
here to guide.
you
No
passively
spoilers.
let me get hurt. Don't.
Oh, bullshit. But yeah, I did.
Oh, you put me off right at the thing, yeah. Oh, that was okay. That's because I had my healing thing. One sec. So, like the things, is this a thing? And these are a thing. There's a guy in Visor swinging at me. One flame down. Free to believe. Let's go out and in. Yeah, someone's getting angry. I'm just moving under the assumption that I'm always next to someone who's going to kill me. Or maybe those ghosts were actually signifiers of the location of bandits in this zone. And if you remember the ghost locations, you'll have a good idea of where the Invisi bandits are. Shit. An old Fang. Old Fang, new friends. Ooh, ha! Okay, well, we know where one of them is, and we know a chunk of the area where it isn't. I know Nathan works hard, but you know he isn't a robot, right? No, you know what I'm getting at. Come on now. There was a certain moral obligation that wasn't met. Liz makes you feel warm and fuzzy just from being on the stream. Yeah. Yeah, she does at that. Okay, well, let's have a quick look now whilst it's convenient. So there's one here. Defo. And if I... So when I'm dead, I can go through there, but I can't when I'm living.
No, it's when you enter the other jail. You can't see them now. There's no point looking. You won't be able to see them. The fires don't spread.
I can't go through this wall, but I didn't see anything on the other side either, did I? Or did I? No, that's just outside town. Unless it's one of these little huts. Okay, thanks for tolerating. So we'll do this one and we'll try looking in the other direction instead. It buffs you for 2. You're getting Buffy the Vampire Slayer over here. Oh, you guys are buffering. Oh, you might want to do a little reset, restart. Your boy is uploading smoothly, but good luck if you're having trouble on Twitch. They're cloaking. Yeah, Tim. Tim, how you doing, man?
This guy's got the right idea.
Yo, thank you very much for the follow. Yo, Arcane Skies, how you doing, dude? Oh, it's lit already. Oh, it remembers. It remembers. Ah, okay. Oh, he's got a real chip on his shoulder, that dude. Oh, I want to climb up to that tower. Ah. Need to get my sweet stuff up there, eh? There we go. That's my one. I might, do you know what? I might get my Night and Day sword back out and just do some casual big AoE flaming. Oh, does that tower count as well? The little one over here. Okay, to the top of that building. So, does this structure have a ladder on a bit that I can access? Oh, crystal darts. You can't lock onto an invisible enemy. Ah, it does. Ooh. Oh, this place. Jaffias. Are you familiar with it? Are you familiar with the struggles? Alright, I've got to head to my mum's house. I'm going to be leaving Lurk. Yo, best wishes to Famalam. Tell your mum that some random guy in England thinks very highly of her. It's chasing you. No, 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 no. Don't give me that anxiety. I don't need it. I don't need it. Ooh, maybe he is. I could actually hear noises now that you mention it. Lovely. Now, let's talk about that tower over there. And, ooh, that tower all the way down there. Far out, dude. Okay. Ah, actually, I want to do this one, because that's a cheeky jump and or access, right? Oh, Jesus! No! Ah, bugger. Alright, one sec. Tim, I got it, Tim, don't worry. Don't worry, Tim. That was a leap of positivity. That wasn't a cry for help. Jesus! Oh, he was right there. It wasn't a cry for help. It wasn't a cry for help. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, I can hear some noises, making me slightly anxious to get to that tower. I need some better access to that. Oh my god, let's stay down here for a sec. Oh, maybe I don't need to cross this path. I thought this rooftop was a necessary part of my action. And I can't get the dog out for a double jump. Ooh!
You can jump. Oh, you already have.
It's like your words empowered my belief. They came at the same time. Well, I did have a shield the entire time just then, which I can't help but notice I didn't use.
Yeah, those archers suck.
Fuckers. Okay, is there this is a question to anyone, and I know this is personal preference, but is there a part in a Soulsbourne game that was more, how to put it, dickish, like just unnecessarily dickish of the game, like designed on purpose, than the archers in Andor Londo when you have to climb up that balustrade and go around the corner? Because they are like, their placement and their presence was just like, the only reason I got past them is because I got them to accidentally suicide off the side, but like they were just a nightmare positioning moment. The Shrine of Armama in Dark Souls 2, Cyber Wolfie. So I've got even more to look forward to then. What is it about the shrine? They're like, that's it. That's a good way to put it, dude. They're a big middle finger to you. Narrator. Oh, wait. Are you all agreeing on that Shrine of Armana thing? I know a game that's pure evil with death traps. Oh, not a Soulsbourne. Got hit by Hawkeye and the Green Arrow. Those cheeky little sluts. Bow sluts, they're called. There's one in every franchise. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm a bow slut. Oh, I didn't equip it. I might equip my big arrow later. It's kind of infamous. Wait, are you saying the game is infamous? Infamous! That's the game I was trying to remember last time. When you're a guy who turns into smoke, or you can be a guy who turns into neon. Infamous Second Son. Bullshit enemy placements, bullshit drop zones, bullshit long bullshit, bullshit one-shot enemies. Oh wow, okay. Sorry, I didn't realise I was opening up some wounds there, Jesus. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up some old stuff for a lot of you guys. Yeah, I'm actually just going to get my bow out and deal with them. On easy, I died about 666 times. It has 6 levels of difficulty. Wait, are you still not telling me the name of that game? Tim, are you still teasing the game? What's the game? Don't be like that. Infamous and Prototype. Prototype was the one that you guys and I think Ayatollah was telling me about, right? Just earlier in the week?
Yeah.
The game is evil. Oh, is that what it's called? Wait, are you still... Tim, are you trying to... I can't tell if Tim's like writing the intro to a YouTube video. He's just like, he hasn't told me the name of the game. He's just describing like, this game. I know a game that is pure evil with death traps. This game is so hard that on easy I died, no joke, 666 times. Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures. Oh, that's the game. Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures. Wait, he's got his own video game? Oh. And it's specifically a nightmare difficulty game. So he's done that on purpose. Like, yo, it's your boy Angry Video Game Nerd. I've made a video game actually designed to make you guys as angry as I am in the videos. Is that the, like, the marketing, so to speak? The actual intent?
If you die again, where you reset this, like where you start, the archer is on top of the building just to your left. And you can kill him there first before running around.
Oh! I assumed he was invisible, but you're right, he's literally right there.
Yeah.
I made some assumptions again. I don't know if this actually does the range, but let's have a little tickle. Ah. I'll tank them. Oh, better not tank any more than that. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll do a little wiggle in, wiggle out. Okay, he's up on that roof. I'll go from below. Isn't it based on a game called I Want to Be the Guy? Wait, what are you even talking about? It was made by Screw Attack. Wait, what are you talking about then? What? But it's called the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures. Why don't I? Do you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be using the word tanking so frivolously with my glass cannon build. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Oh, sorry, after I entered the gal. But Tim, I swear, God, Tim, you've got a real communication thing. Either it's you or me, but like, I swear, like, you're just not giving me the good info. So it is an Angry Video Game Nerd game, based on Angry Video Game Nerd, or you know, it's licensed, it's got his name on it, and the theme of the game is to be very difficult and devious. But it's made by Screw Attack, so he worked with a studio.
You can run up the stairs and find him. Like, get the land site. No, not off the wall.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, good. Sorry, the stairs doesn't really cover which. You got it.
we're literally in the ending. We're in the ending chapter of Labyrinth, the film. Just like, yeah, we got options, mate. We got options.
Yeah, just get on there. Easy.
There's not much cover, but. Yeah. Actually, I could probably use other magic with that range stuff in mind. Oh, I can't fit one in. Does it reach? Doesn't reach anyway. It's like Mega Man and Castlevania. Ooh. Don't mention Mega Man in chat. You'll set off Kid Ludens. Assuming stuff in 2023. I know. I'm apologising. I need a Wii. That might be why I'm being so blasé. I'm going to go for one in a minute. Oh wait, I did it in one hit. Oh, I didn't eat my flask. Honestly, out of all of those things, I think I'm still better off going exactly the way I was, just so I can actually back off down behind the rooftops.
Yeah, no worries. You're like mid-high level area now, so your health's a worry.
You sound like my doctor.
Your cholesterol, how is it, mate?
they don't even bother checking my cholesterol now. They just try to look for any blood.
It's already written off.
Yeah. Instead of measuring my blood cholesterol levels, they try to find any blood in my cholesterol, and they just call it a win. He's more cheese than man now.
I just thought this hilarious skit. Just, I don't know. Imagine if your doctor knew that you did YouTube and you went in and they were like, I'm sorry, Mikey. These iron levels, they're not mega.
Oh, God. That's almost as cringe as when I went for my second fucking mortgage application meeting. My bank manager was just like, we watched your videos. The bank manager and the assistant sitting next to us, like,
oh shit.
Let's talk about anything else right now. Oh, we watched your videos. Oh, thank you. Twist, how you doing? Welcome on into this.
Good or bad? Yeah, like, how are we feeling?
That was I think the closest to a cringe moment I've actually had in real life surrounding having a slightly cringe job. Like, don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but like, you know, if there's ever been a gateway to cringe, it's doing something on camera.
It's true.
Right, let me have a little think. I'm actually, now that I'm here, I'm going to go for a wee now. Just get takes to get in.
Line there, mate.
Yeah. Alright, one sec, guys. I'll be right back. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, narrator. Nightmare made real. They were like, we've never had somebody apply who has the kind of job that you've got. So you're going to have to write down a business plan, and we're going to have to send your application to, like, you know, another part of the bank, because the bank manager wouldn't okay it. But the other part of the bank, they saw my business plan. They were just like, nah, this is fine. Absolutely fine. They came back really quickly, and she was just like, you know, it might take 2 weeks. Big flex. Gem Blackthorn gets a can of Coke.
Mate, you said bye, and I said bin liner, and you were like, yeah. What the fuck? He doesn't listen to me. Hello, everyone. It's me, your favorite boy. To be fair, I said it for Jem, you've said it like 1,000 times, and I only remembered because you said it, not because he did. So yes. It was more the acknowledgement, but 100% the credit to you. I agree. Ew. Hello, Lady Zamos. Lada Zamos. How's stuff and things? Of all the running and areas we have to go through to get to Melania, I didn't expect this bit to be one of the longest, but this area does suck, so we got quite a bit to go. We're almost there. To be fair, this puzzle is just lazy design. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. It's not really a puzzle. Go find things while you get murdered. Oh, that scream was worth it, though. Yeah, that it was. It's team effort. As long as one gets through to him, we take third. Indeed. Gem, give me your favorite desserts to make at home, and everyone in chat, give me your favorite desserts. I'm building up a list of like easy things that I can air quote tray bake. So like dessert stuff only. But I want to make stuff in like bulk, but sweet things. So I've got like, you know, like your oats and grain, like your flapjack stuff. You got the cake, obviously. Eva earlier, Chameleoness, sent me an amazing like crispy cinnamon coffee cake I can put in there. I'm not gonna put coffee in it. But stuff like that, like obviously I can't make like souffles and or cheesecake maybe, but no, like I want something that's sturdy, something in a tray form that once it's done and cooled, you know, I can sprinkle some chocolate or something on it, cut it into squares, box it away. Banana nut muffins. Oh yes, so my wife makes like an insane banana bread, so we've got that. Honey bun cake is the only thing I really know how to make. Let me Google that. I am a honey snob, so I will absolutely do that. I'm very into saving the bees and getting all the expensive honeys and trying them all. I've got that on a tab. Thank you, narrator. Swedish. Kladkaka. What's this? Sticky chocolate cake. I'll take it. Peach or apple cobbler. Oh, yeah. Peach cobbler. Standard. Hey, Mikey.
Just listening in. Have you tried that Scottish honey where the bees keep eating loads of... Is it lavender or something?
Yeah, I've had it. I hate lavender, though.
Yeah, like it's definitely got like a different, very lovely, refined taste, but it's a little bit too... I don't even know if rich is a word. It's a little bit too in the direction that I don't want my honey to go.
Yeah, like my mother's obsessed with lavender and generally just makes me feel sick. It makes me feel so nauseated smelling it. So we had a lavender garden. Oh my god, the royalties coming out. And then and then I had some lavender honey and it was like instant.
Not the reading garden, no dear. I'm in the lavender garden today. Oh, okay.
we had a lavender garden, but yeah, it's disgusting. I never went out there. It's horrible. It's making me feel sick all the time.
Yeah, it looks like everybody agrees. It looks like, you know, it is nice enough, but like actually no, don't keep putting it in my stuff whatsoever.
Yeah, God, my mum used to put it in like, what was it? What's like the alchemical term? But it's not. But like a poultice, like a bag thing. She used to put it in there and then put it in the car by the air conditioner. So when she turned it on, you know, ooh, Nathan, that fresh scent of lavender. I was in the car like, ooh.
Oh God, yeah, that's
Mother,
not bad.
please.
Oh God, my mum went through a phase. She saw it in a fucking Gary Rhodes episode or something, but he put like he scraped a bit of orange rind or orange zest into some food. And mate, for 2 weeks after that, dinner was ruined every night. Whatever it was covered in fucking orange zest. It was just like, please stop putting orange zest in my soup. I'm like, you're ruining the soup.
Oh no. There was that phase in like restaurant and cookery of putting like drizzles of balsamic vinegar on everything, wasn't there? And I wasn't a fan of that.
I'm a little bit of a sucker for that tart kick. Like, so I'll still like. I mean, I don't do it now. I haven't done it in a long time. But like, I was really into still like just a bit of baguette with butter, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar. I used to smash so much bread just on that alone.
Oh mate, I'm with you. I've got there's a name for it, but I've got a proper dish for it to where you put like
jam. Sorry, celery as well. Yeah. Celery in limitation, hard limitation. Sorry, dude.
Oh, good. Yeah, celery's disgusting. I don't understand people. And Claire can eat it raw, and it's just. But no, I've got a dipping dish. I don't know what to call it, but it's got like trivets in the bottom that you put your balsamic in, and then you fill it up with the oil, olive oil. So it's oil and then vinegar in the bottom for dipping. It's banging.
Ooh. So that one kind of you pass through the layer to get to the other.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, way more oil than balsamic because I think it should be. I don't want it the other way.
Oh man, my mouth's watering just for that, just for some nice bread and a bit of vinegar and thing. Celery's for rabbit. Celery's for chewing, not for enjoying.
It's grim. Oh, what are you like with oh god, what's it? Is it coriander? Yeah, the herb where people have the taste bud for it or not?
I'm not sure,
Nice.
really. I'm not sure if I'm in love with it. I'm anything where there's a big leaf in an Indian meal, I don't go near it. I take it out. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever get
bay
do you ever get like
leaves.
star anise? No, not bay leaves. Cilantro. Thank you, Jim.
Oh, I
It's,
don't. I
either
don't
tastes
think I
nice or
like that.
soap.
Is cilantro like the aniseed of the vegetable world?
Tastes like sour soap to me.
Yeah. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan. Like, I understand how putting that in when you're cooking something can somehow be a very positive effect on the flavor mix, like to balance something. But like, as a thing, generally, no, I'm happy without it. Oh, there's a lot of cilantro and pho. Oh, is that like a green curry thing, by the way? Because I remember like Indian curries are hot in your tummy, in your mouth, and then like Thai curries are hot in your nose instead. Does that make sense? I'm Asian and Hispanic. I don't know why, Lady Zamos, but I thought I read I'm Asian and allergic. I'm Asian and Hispanic, so if I couldn't eat cilantro, I'd be disowned by both sides. Oh shit. Lady Zamos, that sounds like a delicious mix. Celery's for burning calories as you eat it, it's not for sustenance. Well, it looks like we've all agreed. It looks like we're all hand in hand tonight about celery. I'm glad you all felt safe. This guy's too far away. Fuck.
You don't need that one.
Yeah, right?
It just clipped your shoulder, wasn't it?
I literally don't know where the first guy's gone, so he might have fallen off. That's what I'm hoping for, because I'm about to do a...
Should be safe to speed up to him.
Yeah. William, run it in right now.
Do you ever get like
Ooh.
star anise in your like Indian if you order it from the bottom?
Unfortunate, but I'll take it. Maybe a different weapon. Where's my stick? Where's my magic? Oh, good. I got this out for funsies and then never, because, TikTok. Wait, do you want to look on? Fortunate. What the aim of Hawkeye? Mate, I'm an absolute blinder. Yeah, is Jeremy Renner okay now? Is he out of hospital yet? Does anyone know? Poor working man Renner, earning that $5.
Oh no. That 0.0% royalty.
Yeah, well, no, like somebody offered him $5 to plough their lawn, and you know he's a blue collar actor, isn't he? He doesn't say no to a job. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. $5, sure. He's not a proud man, is old Renner.
I think I saw an update a few days ago, maybe last week. It's his wife like patting his head, being like, "Hey, he's all right."
Oh, he's alive. Do you know what?
Yeah.
They were probably asked to do that by the managers at Marvel. Do you know what I mean? The fan base is worried, and it's affecting our stock. If we have to write out Hawkeye in a future franchise, we lose this many points, and that works out at this much money.
God.
It's like when they have to have funny internet beef on Twitter and stuff, and all their joshing and arguments have to increase before a Marvel release. It's like when singers make a TikTok every day. It's not because they fucking want to. It's part of their contract with the studio.
Oh God. Did you ever read into Britney Spears' conservativeship about the social media post she was forced? It was fucking awful.
Not the social media post that she was forced to do. I wasn't aware of that part. Oh, you like celery, Tim? Oh, I'm sorry. To cook noodles, I find adding a small amount of oil to the water helps keep them from sticking together with a pinch of salt. Yeah, I'm not sure how useful that is, but I do that with all my pasta and stuff. Is Mikey ignoring my messages? Oh, bin liner. Oh, loads of people told me to get the bin liner. Oh, sorry. I thought Jem told me to get the bin liner first, but sorry if I've missed you.
I said it on voice as you said bye. Oh. And you were like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, so I was reading Jem's. Jem's is the one that I caught at least.
Nah, Jem got it.
Did you remember your bin liner? Yeah, Official King Willie's is like, is Mikey ignoring me? And Official King Willie's has clearly ignored me when I talked about the bin liner that I got reminded about. You can't keep crying, Official King Willie's, in my chat. If you're missing the bit where I've already acknowledged the bin situation. I can't help people like you. Let's go. Nailed it. Betham, thank you very much for the follow. See, Betham's a big fan of clean bins. Okay, 3 for 4. Just one more. And that one was over there in the Tower of Trust. Oop, Jesus. I can't help it. What's on my desk? Hey, no worries. Don't worry. I do appreciate you people. I do appreciate that you people have lives and come in or focus when you can or when it suits you. I do exactly the same. Rude. So, do I have to climb up this guy and go over the roof? Seeing as there's little, of course there's more dickheads. You gotta get up for business. Oh dear, get up for business whilst under attack. Oh wow, there's a smear of blood there now. Maybe he's dead. Nope. Okay, well, at least it remembers. Last one, guys, last one. Going back to bed now, yeah, have a good evening. Being a part of this community means accepting Mikey misses chat sometimes. It does indeed, it does indeed. What that guy in chat said. What's his name? Jem. Okay. This reminds me of reaching that crow's egg in Dark Souls 1. You kind of have to jump off the lift and go up the galleys. Oh shit, there's a dude! Oh, clever girls! Alright, now I know. What are you doing about? Mikey's never missing a single one of my messages. Absolutely not, Lan. It's you and me to the end. Not Lan first, and then the rest of you. I'm sitting here, Mikey, trying to be the life boss of the world. All of a sudden, I'm trying to remember someone that they might have forgotten. And then to find thousands of people beat me to it. It makes me worrisome. Oh, you worried about your memory? You should drink some cod liver oil. By the way, dude, you just reminded me, like, if I was to go to the doctor who is watching my Twitch channels, what it would be is I'd go in and he'd look at my charts and he'd be like, right, Mikey, sit down. So I've been speaking with Eva.
Just instantly, like, fuck.
He'd have notes from her.
It was 2017. Mikey was streaming out. He said he wasn't feeling well. His temperature was this. His skin color was this. Xcode. He was pale.
Obviously, I would never go into detail of safe space chats, but the crux of one of them is I got thoroughly told off for eating extra vitamins, which I had no need for. Because, like, I got some multivits, and it was like, people who buy this often buy this. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy some of those. And it was like for old people's bones or something. And I was like, I'm getting older. I want good bones. But I was just downing loads of extra vitamins. She's like, don't do that. She's all upset with me. Love Eva. She's very right about it. Yeah, but like, it's not like it was medicine from a doctor. It was medicine from Amazon. So, like, anyone can take it. It's the prescription stuff you have to worry about it. I was just getting ahead of the curve. Old people medicine. I didn't realise it was bad for you if you weren't actually lacking in iron.
I'm gonna save you some heartache. You don't need to go where you're going. Just
brilliant.
go behind the tower.
Supplement industries are not regulated whatsoever. They're not. Oh, all of medicine's a bit of a nightmare. All of commercial medicine, shall we say. Oh, I'm worried about your memory, not mine. Oh. That makes two of us then. Okay, good. Ah. Where are you when they built the ladder to heaven? 9/11, 9/11. What would you do if they built a ladder to heaven? Dr. Amazon gave it to me. Yeah, but customers who purchase this item also purchase. If that's not a good way to diagnose your medical needs, I don't know what is. 4 for 4. Mate, welcome to Wintown. A seal was broken in the town. Did Seal ever make another album after the 90s? Guys, we are back out. Thank you very much for your patience. Sorry that was a relatively simple thing that I managed to turn into rocks and marbles, but that is my playstyle. Let's see what's up here. Oh, a teleport ring. Let's go. Hey, disclaimer-ing that. That sounded like good advice. The Erdtree. There's Fluty Boys. The Erdtree looks very traditional. Oh, it's beautiful around here. No, please don't do that. One step closer to pain. Mikey, how dare you? Is that a damn snowman? Yes, essentially. Okay, well, I'm really excited to be here.
How's native time?
Oh, it's a very good question. I never set my timer. 10 minutes. Good shout.
Do you want me to tell you where, or do you want to run around the tree for a bit?
10 minutes of running around sounds like a good time.
Alright. And this is why...
This is why we do it. Na 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 na. Ah. It's a bit steep. Ooh, those ants look creepy. Oh, these boys on their Venga bus. No, let's not but say we did. Haven't had this much unfun since I was in Caelid. Ah, too many syllables. You slut! And I'm free falling. Welcome to the Erdtree, where we offer you the worst time of your life. Wow. Welcome on down to the Erdtree, where it's miserable for you and it's worse for me. Welcome to the Erdtree. Mi amo e mi Erdtree. Da 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 ha 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 ha. Woo. Da 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 da.
You were actually going the right way. Yeah,
Hey.
keep cracking down. And to the left.
Ah, sorry, I went for a double tap dive wrong. Nothing happened. This bubble energy magic. Hey, Mr. Lawman. Law me, Grim Fandango. Do you happen to know any lore about these bubbly, joyous people over here? The snowmen of
Yes.
Trumpet Towns. They sing a rejoiceful song. So a trumpet is a herald, right? They are heralds and announcers. I'm trying to just, like, thematically fit some lore in my head. They are the heraldic champions announcing something, and they have existed here and also in the other big city we were in. Is it Notron, maybe? And from that, I can decipher that. They sing the song of the Erdtree. Okay, I just need to hit that guy with my bow and arrow. I need to take care of that ant, then bow and arrow that guy.
It's hard to kill that guy. Just let you know.
Okay.
You just better just run in and dodge in.
You kids didn't know about we didn't start the fire. It's always burning since the world was burning. Okay, one last go. And then then we'll do another episode, dude, and you can stop. You can actually stop having to deal with me doing whatever I'm doing.
Oh, good mate.
So I try not to remember we didn't start the fire, and so there's two songs. We built this city, ba 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 ba. We built this city on rock and roll. That and we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world was turning. I worked in a shop for a good long while, and the larger shops had co-op radio. It was co-op. But we were in a smaller shop. So instead of co-op radio, what happens is once a month you get sent a CD with fake in-store radio and announcements. And you load the CD into your security sound system. And it plays what pretends to be a live co-op radio. And it doesn't have many licensed songs on this CD. But two of the songs it does have is We Didn't Start the Fire and We Built This City. And in an 8-hour shift, you will listen to that song a large number of times. And on a 6-hour working week, you will experience that song in a very deep and personal manner. So I try to, ever since I walked away from that job, I tried to just not remember them in any way. On tits and chips. I'm like, is it for... Which is the one of Hela? For Ragnarok. When Hela's walking around pointing out that all the murals were fake. And that the real truth was that Asgard was built on blood and war. That's me here on Twitch. I'm showing you video gaming content, but the real truth is my career has been built on anime and titty. Oh, they'll tell you the history they want you to hear. How Mikey was just making tutorials from day one. How he was always a good gamer. But are you ready for the truth? Look at all these nipples.
You doing? He jumps forward.
Just, I didn't understand the distance as I was watching them closing. Just a second too late. Okay, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, click like, click subscribe, grab the VODs for next episodes on screen right there. We have entered a new area and made great progress. I'll see you for the next one. Peace.